Senator Chris Anyawu's memoir boldly provides a candid account of her journey to becoming one of Nigeria's most influential female figures in media and politics. Written with warmth and grit, the book offers a real peep into her personal struggles and triumphs, while also engaging readers with insights on socio-political challenges in the country, especially for women in male-dominated fields. Divided into 3 parts, both leaves showcases Anyawu's relentless drive, making it a compelling narrative of resilience and empowerment. At the end, the reflections of her career in journalism and politics provide a valuable lesson for those who seek an understanding of the rewards and perils of advocating for change in Nigeria. Maya Angelou, the late American renowned poet, once said, "A strong woman stands up for herself. A stronger woman stands up for everybody else." By standing up for worthy causes, even at her own personal expense, Anyanwu paid the ultimate price as one of 4 media practitioners who went to jail for plotting a coup with their pens during one of the most glorious eras in Nigeria. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Bold Leap is a compelling memoir that captures the essence of Anyawu's life and work. Her story is an inspiring testament to the power of resilience, courage, and dedication to one's values. The book opens with a foreword by former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who underscores the author's courage and leadership. And I quote the former president here, "Anyawu's single-mindedness, guts, and rugged determination to leave a comfort zone of journalism, leap into the rough and tumble politics of Nigeria, and make a success of it," according to the former president, makes her a fitting role model with wonderful lessons and experiences that will serve younger generations of Nigerians. The foreword sets the tone for a memoir that not only chronicles Anyawu's personal experiences, but also shines a light on issues of gender discrimination, media freedom, and governance at the highest levels in Nigeria. The narrative begins with author's formative years and her pioneering media career before the foray into politics. The 3-part structure allows readers to see her evolution over time and the circumstances that shaped her outlook and decisions at each moment. From a relatively young age, Anyanwu had been encouraged to embrace a strong work ethic and a commitment to societal duty. Appropriately titled "Whose Daughter Are You?", the first chapter presents Anyawu's sense of identity, while a reflection on the traumatic period of the Nigerian Civil War is indeed very sobering. Our first-hand experiences must have instilled in her an acute understanding of the socio-political complexities of Nigeria. Meanwhile, the coming of age period illustrates how Anyawu's independence and ambition emerged in response to the circumstances around her. The strong-willed personality, which would later become a hallmark of her career, is first evident here. Her university education in the United States gave her the much-needed preparation for the journalism she chose as a profession. At the Nigerian Television Authority, Anyanwu quickly discovered the challenge of building a career in a still developing media environment. As a journalist, Anyanwu was known for her dedication to shedding light on issues that mattered to everyday Nigerians. Her reporting was fearless, and she quickly gained a reputation for integrity in a field that was often susceptible to political influence. Anyanwu not only covered the Senate for 2 years during the Second Republic, but also wrote the Lawmakers, Federal Republic of Nigeria, which has become the book of record for the National Assembly since 1982. It is also remarkable that Newsline, a flagship program she conceptualized and produced while at NTA, not only became a hit, but has also endured. As a state commissioner in Imo State, Anyanwu experienced the layers of bureaucracy and resistance that come with leadership position in Nigeria. The dedication to her role, despite societal biases against women in leadership, underscores her resilience and commitment to positive change. But following her tour of duty in Imo, Anyanwu returned to the newsroom, but with a determination to establish her own media platform. The founding of the Sunday magazine represented a bold move for Anyanwu, providing her with a platform to address some of Nigeria's pressing issues, including political corruption and social justice. TSM quickly gained prominence, setting a high standard of journalistic excellence in the magazine genre. The rise of the late General Sani Abacha's repressive regime made Anyanwu's role as a media entrepreneur increasingly dangerous. She was arrested and tried for the 1995 failed coup, the so-called coup, following a publication in a magazine. Accused of being an accessory after the fact of treason, Anyanwu was sentenced to life imprisonment, which was later reduced to 50 years. Like other survivors, Anyanwu only regained freedom after the death of Abacha. The narrative of her experience and that of others is a painful reminder of the price some people paid for the democracy we now enjoy in Nigeria. Throughout her ordeal, Anyanwu's spirit remained unbroken, and her resilience in the face of adversity is deeply moving. As a woman of courage and equanimity, she survived the mental, emotional, and psychological trauma she passed through at Kirikiri, Jos, Gombe, and Kaduna prisons. But despite the ordeals of her incarceration, Anyanwu did not lose sight of who she was. She read profusely while in Kaduna prison and began to write commentaries under assumed names on matters concerning them. Her hobbies turned to reading, writing, thinking, and more writing. It was at the Kaduna prison that she conceived Hot FM, the radio station that many of us now listen to. While in detention, Abacha's government used the opportunity to strip Anyanwu of virtually all her assets. The then Minister of Works and Housing, Major General Abdulkarim Alisa, seized the plot of land at Osborn Phase 1, measuring 2,500 square meters, and reallocated it to somebody else. As it will turn out, 2 years later, Adisa, who is now of blessed memory, also became a victim of Abacha's machinations when he was brought into the Oladiye Aduya school that got him sentenced to death. Following her release, Anyanwu had to reintegrate into society and rebuild her life. She recalls the struggle of reconnecting with her family, drawing strength from this relationship as she embarked on her next professional venture. But she also recalls with sadness the fickleness of friendship in Nigeria, noting that the late Onyeka and Ediro were the only people who reached out to her during her detention. Throughout the 3 years she was incarcerated, according to Anyanwu, no staff of TSM came to visit her, nor wrote to encourage her. Let me say here that I am disappointed with the quality of the production of Bold Leaf, especially the binding. Perhaps with better editing, the pages may also not have been as many as 600. But all factors considered, it is a good book. In the concluding part, Anyanwu takes readers through the story of our transition into politics, driven by a desire to create change from within the system. This section of the book presents an unfiltered look at the challenges women face in Nigerian politics, where traditional biases often obstruct their progress. Anyanwu opened the narrative with how she decided to run for the Senate, the obstacles she encountered along the way, and how she eventually prevailed. Her experience highlights the unpredictability of Nigerian politics and the resilience needed to endure setbacks. While Anyanwu may have had a relatively easy ride to the Senate, her decision to contest the governorship of her state met with stiff resistance. A particularly notable aspect of Anyanwu's writing is her dedication to depicting the realities of the Nigerian society, including its patriarchal nature and resistance to change. She does not shy away from addressing the cultural norms that hinder women in leadership, advocating instead for a society that values competence over tradition. Her experiences serve as a powerful call to action, urging readers to confront and dismantle these barriers. For instance, a narrative on breaking the kola nut serves as a powerful reminder of the entrenched biases that hinder women's progress in leadership, not just in the Southeast, but indeed all over the country. I consider it important to take a little bit from the book on this subject matter. This is Anyanwu at her brilliant best. Now I'm putting her here. Even political leaders are wonderful people. They are very subtle, sometimes inscrutable. They never come out openly to shout, no, you can't. No, you won't. They just keep smiling and rubbing their hands as they chew kola nuts. Perhaps they had too much respect to do that. But it was a leader in Olu, Anyanwu, a very outspoken and direct man that suggested I give him the mandate to poll opinion among the state political class to discover what sort of leadership they wanted and if they were ready for a female government. I gave him the mandate. He went around for some weeks and came back with what I thought was a remarkable report. The kernel of it was that they were more worried about certain intergroup prejudices and attitudes and wanted someone with more urbane attitude without insular angles and native attitudes. And in that, they rated me highly. But the problem remained the gender issue. Everywhere he went, they asked him, if we make a woman the governor, who will break the kola nut? So I said, if kola is the issue, then let's see what can be done about this nut that seems to be the embodiment of manhood in the state. I came up with a repost. I will appoint a special assistant for kola nuts. He made people crowd up in laughter wherever we went. But that's what happens when the serious business of governance is shackled by mundane consideration, by a knot smaller than the size of a closed fist. At best, what was required was a small administrative adjustment to ensure people's sensitivities were properly respected. But it cannot be that on the basis of some ancient beliefs and customs, a whole gender that consists of almost 57% of the population is being ruled out of leadership for all time. Kola nuts should be given its place in ceremonies. But the country's constitution, which recognizes all citizens, irrespective of gender, and guarantees their right to vote and be voted for, should be seen as supreme. The role that the Iron Curtain plays against women running for governorship in Eastern Nigeria does not match the general advancement of the people in other measures of development. End of story. Indeed, Anyanwu's bold leap is more than a personal memoir. It is a reflection of some of the obstacles that prevent Nigerian society from fully realizing its potential. Themes of resilience, gender equality, and freedom of expression are woven throughout our story, making it both an inspiring and thought-provoking read. Our ability to candidly recount our hardships, especially our imprisonment, adds authenticity to our narrative and makes our trials even more impressive. As Francis Bacon once reminded us, some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. Bold Leap is one of those books, young men and women who want to make a bold statement, not just in their personal life, but the society at large, should chew and digest. Anyanwu was a brilliant journalist who went on to establish her own media platform, and in a male-dominated senatorial zone, she rose to become a senator twice. She even had the courage to fight for the #1 position in the state. For readers interested in Nigerian history, politics, or gender issues, Bold Leap offers both inspiration and a wealth of knowledge. Anyanwu's journey from a journalist to a political leader underscores the importance of standing firm in one's convictions, even in the face of adversity. Her life is a testament to the impact one individual can have on society, and her story is sure to resonate with readers around the world. Thank you.